Imagine the beginning of the 20th century. The world is just beginning to realize the potential of cars. Henry Ford, a man with a dream, decides to create not just a car, but affordable transport for everyone. In 1908, the Ford Model T appears, a revolution on wheels. This car became a symbol of progress, thanks to its simplicity and reliability. Ford introduces assembly line production, which allows to reduce the price and make the car mass-produced. Now everyone could afford freedom of movement. The Ford Model T did not just change transport, it changed society, opening new horizons for millions of people. It was not just a car, it was the key to the future. The Ford Company was founded in 1903 by Henry Ford and a group of like-minded people who dreamed of making cars accessible to everyone. The first model was the Ford Model T, but the real revolution occurred with the introduction of assembly line production. This allowed for a significant reduction in assembly time and a reduction in the cost of cars. As a result, in 1914, the Ford Model T became a symbol of accessible transport, changing the face of America. Henry Ford not only created a car, but also laid the foundations for mass production, which opened up new horizons for the entire automobile industry. In 1908, the world saw the Ford Model T, a car that changed everything. It wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of a new era. Its simplicity and reliability made it the perfect choice for millions. Thanks to its revolutionary assembly line production, Ford was able to reduce the price to such an extent that the car became affordable even for workers. Just imagine, in just a few years, the roads were filled with these black beauties, and everyone could afford the freedom of movement. The Model T didn't just change transportation, it changed society, giving people the opportunity to travel, work, and dream. It was a real breakthrough that will forever remain in history. Henry Ford changed the world of manufacturing forever. By introducing the assembly line, he didn't just speed up the assembly of cars, he created a new era. Imagine, it used to take a week to assemble one car, and now it only took a few hours. Thanks to the assembly line, the price of the Model T dropped from $850 to $300. It was a miracle. Now even Ford workers could afford their own car. Ford didn't just build cars, he built dreams and opened doors to new opportunities for millions of people. This revolution in manufacturing changed not only the automobile industry, but also the very essence of what it meant to be part of the working class. Model T became a true symbol of progress, changing the idea of transport. This car did not just provide mobility, it made it available to millions. Henry Ford introduced the assembly line production, which reduced costs and increased the speed of assembly. Today, looking at modern Ford models such as Mustang or Explorer, we see how the legacy of Model T continues to live. Innovation, style, and quality are what unite retro and modern cars. Ford remains true to its principles, adapting them to new technologies and the demands of the time. The legacy of the first Ford is not just history, it is the basis of automobile culture that inspires new generations. Imagine a world without the Ford Model T. This car is not just a means of transportation, but a real revolution. It made cars available to millions, changing the appearance of cities and lifestyles. Thanks to it, the era of mass production began, and the roads were filled with new opportunities. Without the Model T, perhaps we would still be moving around on horses or waiting for someone to invent something else. This car became a symbol of freedom and progress. What do you think our world would be like without this legend? Share your thoughts.